Okay, so I'm going to share some tools with you how to get over a trauma bond or, toxic situation, whatever, when there's been a discard. And if you're like me and, you're dealing with ASPD, ADD, all those type of things, and you're just not neuronormal, as we'd put it, or you are a neurodivergent in some way, then these can still help you as they would people, taking normal advice. They can still help you. I'm going to share the ones that have helped me. Now, again, if you're neurodivergent like I am, it can take longer. It can take you that much longer to get to a neutral state than a normal person, quote unquote normal person, would get to, but they can still help. So I'm going to share it. Okay, so number one is keep your interactions with that person to the gray rock. Use the gray rock method, okay? Use the neutral mode, neutrality and gray rock method to deal with that person. Take your emotions out of it because they clearly already have taken their emotions away from you. So you need to do the same, because otherwise you're just harming yourself, beating your head against the wall essentially emotionally. If someone's, removed their emotion from you, you need to remove their emotion from them. Right? You need to become gray rock, neutral, what have you. Some people suggest blocking, removing completely, deleting, to be completely cutting them off. Now, I will say I have tried both methods before, and generally that's not a long-term solution for me, right? Unless they are truly dangerous to me and really want to hurt me, I don't see the need to do full-on blocking. You have to move on to the point in your mind and feelings that you can be neutral around them. And, because if you're blocking in some ways, depending if you're neurodivergent or not, or, just how you're approaching it, depending on how you're approaching it, that doesn't always work. That's kind of bearing the problem and, hoping you never run into them again, which it can work if they're truly dangerous or they're truly going to hurt you, whatever. That can be a solution. But I think the better solution is to remove your emotions from it, reach a neutral mode when dealing with them, and gray rock. Absolutely, because they've already removed their emotions, so you do the same. And again, for a neurodivergent, this takes so much longer. It took me years every time I've dealt with a situation that I was trauma bonded to get to that neutrality, to where I was able to communicate with them in a neutral way and not be upset by them moving on or doing what they do or not changing or not having feelings toward me, whatever. It took a long time. Okay, but eventually you can get to that state, right? Remove your emotions from it. Number two, this is what I want you to do. Do the things that you used to love before you met them or got involved with them or whatever, before your feelings changed and your world became about them. Do the things that you used to love. Do the things that you used to be passionate about. Do the things that were a part of you before them, that you maybe changed or stopped or whatever, or got pushed to the side because, your life became more about them. Start making those more of a centerpiece in your life again. Okay, and what this is doing is signaling to your brain and your mind, emotions, everything, your system. It's doing a reset on your system and signaling to your system and your brain and everything that you were a person before them. You had a life before them. You had passions and interests and a personality outside of them that was not revolved around them. Okay? So this is signaling to you, your brain, it's doing a reset, right? Because it signals to your brain to remember that, to remember who you were. Because a lot of us, what will happen, we do a complete identity, change, and identity gets poured into them, molded into whatever they wanted it to be, or, whatever best fit with them. You need to remember who you were before them, right? Before you were trauma bonded and your identity was essentially them. Okay, so that's going to be really important to resetting your mind, to remembering who you are, to embracing the parts of the past that signaled you were a person and had a life before them. Okay, that's going to be number two. Number three, and the final tip I'm going to give you for this series today, okay, is I need you to do the things for yourself that you wanted them to do for you. Be and do, not just do, but be and do the things you wanted them to do and be for you. And I know that's hard, and I know it sounds cliche, and I know for me it has taken me years. I've known all these things for years, and it's taken me years to get to the point where I'm doing the things and living the things and really embodying the things that I've known to be facts. But all the things you can think of, all the things you wish they would do or be for you, I want you to do that for yourself. Because once you can be and do that for yourself, whether you get into another relationship or not, you will be more grounded. You will be more grounded, and you won't just settle for anything and, hope that they're going to do and be the things you want, because they're not. If they're not from the beginning, then they never will, because they don't want to. They don't want to. And I was flat out told that in, more than one situation I got myself into, that they just straight up did not want to do that for me or be that. You have to do that for yourself. If you want to be taken out on, dates or shopping or, I don't know, dinner dates or something, you might have to do that for yourself for a while. You might have to do it forever, I want you to be okay with that. I want you not to be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of being alone. Embrace it. Because at that point, when you're embracing that and you're embracing yourself, you're going to attract the right kind of energy. And even if not, even if it doesn't happen, you'll be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Because you'll be able to do and be those things for yourself. So make a list. Make a list of the things you wanted from any relationship or situationship or whatever, trauma bond, whatever it was. All the things you would wish you wanted them to do for you. The love, the attention, the loyalty, the trust, speaking to you kindly. Sometimes it's just speaking to you kindly. Just start with that. Just start with whatever it was. Write it down and then do that for yourself. And I promise you, your life will get so much better.